Aloha mermaids and mermen, this is Meagan Mermaid, and this is a very special sacred partnership reading for Mercury Retrograde in Cancer. I was not expecting to do this, but my guides were like, yeah, we need to talk about this right now, because with Mercury Retrograde in Cancer, Cancer is all about our feelings and our emotions. So when we're in this energy, what happens is we're going back and we're doing this life review of where have we not felt our emotions, because we can't move forward until we feel our feelings. And so what happened to me recently is I had someone come back into my life, and it's been several years. And the resurgence of this person made me realize, first of all, wow, I really liked this person. And then two, they really hurt me. I was really hurt. And at the time, I didn't allow myself to feel that. I just acted like it was no big deal. And I tried to go on with my life, and I did at the time until now, where I was in a place, here's my kitty Isis, where I was in a place where I could actually allow myself to feel that. And feeling our emotions isn't about making anybody wrong or right for it. We all choose these life experiences so that we can heal. So we all chose all of these lessons prior to us even coming here. We're like, I'm gonna hurt you in this lifetime, and it's going to teach you this, and you're going to hurt me in that lifetime, and it's going to teach you that. And what this does is allow us to grow as souls. And so what I realized is that by allowing myself to acknowledge that this wound was there, by witnessing it and experiencing it, it could pass. And so that was the reason why I felt compelled to create this live call tonight, because with Mercury retrograde in Cancer, I want to know, and we need to know, what wounds are holding us back from uniting in sacred partnership. So I'm going to be using a couple different decks tonight. I'm going to be using the Serpentine Tarot, which I love, the Forest Fairies, 2 mermaid decks because mermaids love mermaids, and the romance deck. And I'm going to be choosing some cards for, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be doing some energy for the masculine, and then I'm going to be doing some energy for the feminine, and then as a whole, what are the wounds that we need to heal from to embrace sacred partnership? So I'm going to be choosing first from the romance deck, Romance Angels, for the collective energy of masculine and feminine. So let's see here. So for the collective energy, the wound that is coming up is making the effort. So great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. So if we're thinking about the wound, maybe you need to think about right now in Mercury retrograde, when did you make the effort and get rejected? When did you put yourself out there and have a door closed? There's something that's coming up for you to look at where you have a fear of putting yourself out there because of something that didn't work out before. So let's figure out how you can move through that, masculines and feminines, the collective energy. Oh, we got a lot. So the first thing is set your sights higher, increase your standards, and don't expect yourself to settle. So a lot of the times when things don't work out, we want to blame ourselves. We want to look back and think, what if I did this differently? Or what if I did that differently? Or only if I could have changed this. But really, rejection is God's form of protection. So if something isn't working out for you, oh my God, that's an answer to prayer. Because if it's not in alignment, you don't want that energy. And this is saying set your sights higher. So all of the times that you've made the effort and it hasn't worked, it's because there's something better for you. So the mermaids are saying stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle happens. So if something is in your way, some type of obstacle, I'm feeling it's mental right now. So I want to pull some tarot cards to kind of figure out what is making you think that you don't deserve this thing that you want. Because whatever we're thinking about ourselves, it's going to be mirrored back to us through our partnerships. So I'm getting Justice. And Justice is a reminder that all of the things that haven't worked out for our favor are actually going to be fixed, and that it's going to be returned back to us. So what I'm getting is that as we approach this Lionsgate portal on August 8th, all of those times that you've been rejected, all of the things that have seemed to be lost in your life, all of the relationships that have gone, all of the doors that have closed, what that's done is really open this pathway for this new thing to come in, this reconciliation. And so it says for now to simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So in order to invite the new in, you have to release the old. So start out in the physical. What is in your actual environment? Is there clutter? Do you need to get organized? Do you need to clean your space? Do you need to let go of things? Do you need to go into your closet and figure out what doesn't make you feel sexy or attractive, because that needs to go? Anything that doesn't make you feel your highest and best self, you need to let go of, because that's creating the energy of lack and it's blocking you from abundance. So as a collective, feminines and masculines, what you're healing from is that worry about, if I make the effort, I'm going to get hurt again. I've been hurt before, and so I don't want to put myself out there. And so the answer is to stay optimistic, to trust that it hasn't worked out because there's something better for you, and to allow yourself to witness what needs to come up. So this is Mercury retrograde in Cancer, and even though it's Leo season and us Leos and all the fire signs are like, why do we gotta feel? We got stuff to do. I don't have time to cry. But the thing is, this is a beautiful time where we can stop and figure out where is the pain that needs to be felt. That's how we simplify our life, by releasing the clutter of emotions. So if you just need to sit and witness it, you don't have to fix anything. That's the beauty of emotions, is all we have to do is just witness it. And if an uncomfortable emotion rises up, just allow yourself to breathe and let it go. Aww. Thank you so much for saying that this resonates with you. I know we're all experiencing so much of just releasing, and so I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing, Erin. And so what we're experiencing now is just this letting go of what we need to release in our emotions, going back in that life review and figuring out where are those painful moments in my life that I didn't let myself feel, so that we can move forward. So now let's go to the masculine energy. And masculines, you do a good job sometimes of hiding those feelings, but that doesn't mean that you don't have them. A lot of times you might be feeling even more than the feminine. So let's start with the Mermaid Oracle. So there's this feeling of divine sensuality and water flight. And it says, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away. So I feel like there's like this sensual energy that's coming up for you and this release. But where's the wound that's keeping you from being fully present in that? Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. It's Mercury retrograde in Cancer. It was Mercury retrograde in Leo. Mercury allows us that life review, so people are going to come back into our lives so that we can heal those karmic connections and those ties. So maybe there was some sort of a romantic, sensual connection that you had with this person, and maybe you made the effort because there was this mutual connection and it didn't work. Well, what I'm getting is that you need to let that go, because it wasn't that it was you. You didn't do anything wrong. It just wasn't the right time. There was this extra energy, this other stuff that both of you were dealing with. And so the answer is water flight. Heaviness lifts. So forgive this person. Forgive this situation that didn't work out. And maybe if you forgive it, there could be a second chance. Who knows? I mean, it's never a coincidence when people come back into our lives. So you got to do the forgiveness and the healing work first in order to move forward. Hello, for those of you who are just joining, we just did the masculine energy, and now we're doing the feminine energy of what is the wound that we need to release for sacred masculine and feminine in order to come together in sacred partnership. So let's start with the feminine energy. Actually, I'm feeling the tarot deck for this. Feminines. Oh, we are intuitive and emotional, and sometimes that's a gift, and sometimes we just feel everything that's not even ours, and that's what I'm feeling too, is some of this stuff that you're feeling is not yours. 8 of Cups. This is telling me that you're walking away from something, that you're walking away from things that haven't worked out, because Oh, sorry, my battery went out for a minute. Okay. So, interesting. What you walked away from is relationships that have been codependent because you've needed to create your own abundance. And that's what's coming up for me is waves of prosperity, treasure chest, unforeseen windfalls of new abundance come to you, an alchemy and healing heart. So this is a really powerful time, feminines, where you're in your power, but you're still holding on to this belief and this idea that, oh, look, Isis, hi, that you either need to be in a relationship to feel independent, or not independent, but to feel financially strong. You need to let that go. So maybe there's been some fears of having to be in relationship because you weren't able to be financially solvent on your own. Let's see, what else is the wound that needs to heal, feminines? Passion and expressing your love. It's so interesting that for the masculines, we got divine sensuality, and for the feminines, we got passion. So for both of these, there's been these experiences for people in your past where you've made the effort, where you felt this magnetic connection, and it didn't work, and you blamed yourself, and you're carrying this wound into these new relationships. So it's time to let that go. It's time to stop blaming yourself for the things that didn't work, because the mermaids were saying again, set your sights higher. You had to experience that soul lesson in order for you to heal, in order for you to take time on your own. So it's not saying that the people in your life that are coming back, it doesn't mean that it can't work with them, but it just means that it couldn't work then. So what you saw as a wound was actually this blessing, because if you were to get together at that time, you would have missed out on healing. You would have missed out on creating your own abundance. So let's see if those reconciliations that are coming back into your life, if there's any hope for them now. If you feel those wounds, if you witness them, let's see. Forest fairies. So it says, this is the card for destruction, ending, final moment, and before the gathering. So it's like there's this really strong, powerful ending that's creating this new beginning. And so it could be a new beginning with this person. It could be a new beginning with someone else. But it's really saying that this karmic lesson is complete. This feeling of being afraid to put yourself out there, especially when you feel this sensual, very passionate connection to somebody and it didn't work out and you blamed yourself for it. You got to let that go because it just wasn't the right time. It wasn't you, masculines or feminines. It was never you. So let's see what's in our future. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. So whether it's the person that had hurt you in the past that's come back, there's a strong magnetic attraction. Or it could just mean that there's a strong magnetic attraction that's pulling you to a new person by you releasing these wounds. So let's pull a few more cards to see what they say. It's saying it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And the last one is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So don't give up on whatever has happened in the past. Maybe this new person, or actually, where did the card go? Maybe this person that comes back into your life, there could still be this time where you take this time, this honeymoon, this new passion, this new connection, but you got to forgive the past in order to make it happen. And if this person is just coming back into your life to remind you of those times that you put yourself out there and it didn't work out, great, thank that person, because either way, whether it's them or whether it's somebody else, it's putting you on the path for sacred partnership. So to end today's live call, I just wanted to pull a couple more tarot cards for how we should proceed. The first card is Seven of Pentacles. So this is the card of patience. It's just, you see, she's like free falling and you just got to kind of surrender it. And then Six of Swords is moving away from a difficult situation. So this is finally allowing you to move away from that past pain or trauma that you were holding on to that was preventing you from relationships. And the last is Two of Pentacles. So this is a very grounded connection, that there could be some type of of joint venture that the two of you create together, like some creative project. And let's see, one last word from the fairies and the romance cards, just to get some clarity. Let your friends help you, and the Maven, shining future. So I don't think that the point tonight is to figure out if this person who's returned to your life is here for the long haul or if they're just here to help you heal. That's not the point. The point is that the emotions are coming up and you get to feel them to heal. And so call on your friends. Realize that there's hope, that if you continue to set your sights higher by not blaming yourself for what hasn't worked out and just trust it was all about timing, and you continue to stay optimistic and trust that there's justice, that there's good coming to you, that's how you open up to the love that you deserve. So thank you so much. And if you're interested in the services that I offer, please visit my website at meaganmermaid.com. And until next time, angel wishes and mermaid kisses. Love you all, mermaids and mermen. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.